This video briefly discusses sets. A set is another example of a data structure. We talked about lists from a particular chapter. We talked about data dictionaries, and we talk about sets. These are all examples of data structures. A set contains a collection of unique values and works like a mathematical set. A set is an object that stores a collection of data in the same manner as mathematical sets. There are some significant characteristics concerning sets. All the elements in a set must be unique. Number one, no two elements can have the same value. Number two, sets are unordered, which means that the elements in a set are not stored in any particular order. Number three, the elements that are stored in a set can be of different data types. So to create a set, you have to call the built-in set function, or it's actually a method. You can call it a method or a function. For example, to create an empty set, I'm just using the arbitrary word my set. It could be called anything. It could be book set or something. Is equal to set. We make that an empty string, and then we can populate that set. Here's an example of a set using Python. So this program demonstrates various set operations. Baseball is equal to set. Notice the syntax. I'm going to make this look a little bit bigger by changing the font size to 20. Set is equal to open parentheses, square bracket, Jody, and you notice these are string literals. They're enclosed in single quotes, comma, Carmen, comma, Ada, comma, Alicia. Basketball is equal to set Eva, comma, Carmen, Alicia, and Sarah. So we're going to display the members of the baseball set. So we say for name in baseball, and it will display all these names. We display the members of the basketball set for name in basketball, and we display those names. The students who play both baseball and basketball, we can say for name in baseball dot intersection basketball. Intersection is a method used in Python. The following students play either baseball or basketball for name in baseball dot union, and so it's going to display the ones that play either one. These are the ones who play both. So let's run this code real quick. And you see the following students who are on the baseball team, those who are on the basketball team. The following students play both baseball and basketball. The following students play either baseball or basketball, as you can see. So again, if you look at the sample called sets, this is an example. Now, suppose we wanted to read an entire file of text, and we want to create a unique set of words. Then we're going to do something very similar to what we're doing here, except we have to tell the computer to open that file for input and then write the results to a file. Basically what is going to happen is that set says, I'm going to find every word that is not repeated, and I will include that in the set, and it will be unique. If there's a duplicate word, it will discard. It will not count that particular word. And that's what we mean by unique words, or in a set you can find certain characteristics or attributes that you're looking for. Let's suppose you wanted to read a file containing a lot of words. The pseudocode would look something like this to find the unique words or objects. you're going to create a main function, initialize your variables, check to see if the file you're reading exists by using the try except statement. If so, the program reads the file. Once it reads that file, it's going to take that red file and store it in another variable. But what's unique about that is that that variable is going to split up all the words. And what it does is it allows the words to be split up and separate each word, and then we can create a unique set of words by saying unique words is equal to the set of words that it just split. So, and this could probably be word text. I'll say word text on here so you can see the association. So once the file has been read, we always take the results and put them in a variable, but this time we're splitting it up so that it's splitting the string of words into unique words, placing spaces between them. We create this unique set of words. Unique words is equal to set word underscore text. Next, we're going to call the function to write the words to the file. We end the main function. Now, when you define this function to write the unique words, I'll say to a file, you open a file for writing, write the header for the report, use a loop to count the unique words. So it could be a for loop, for example. You could say for, and I'll just give an example. I'll say for word text in unique underscore words. And then what will happen is, in that for loop, you would count the number of words in the loop itself. Let me just put this down here so you can see that. So in the loop, you got the for loop, correct? And then you can say count or tally is equal to count plus 1. That counts every word. And then after it counts the word in the loop, it'll write the word in the loop, and then we end the loop. So it's gonna, every time it goes through this loop, it's going to write each word. And then at the end, outside the loop, it's gonna write the number of words in the file. We end the function to write the unique words. We call the main function, and we end the main program module. Your textbook has something similar, but this is a little bit more complete. But when you are reading data from a file and wish to create a set, you're going to take those words after they've been read and split them so that you create this unique set of words. You say unique words is equal to set. And that's the important conception that you have to understand. And then you define the function that writes the unique words. So when you're writing the unique words, you'll say for word text in unique words, count is equal to count plus 1. Write each word in that loop. Then you end the loop. Outside of the loop, you write the number of words in the file, in the function to write the unique words, call your main function, in the main program module. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about as it relates to the Python code.